One, two, three, let's go!
Hey guys, this is Hannah, and today we are going to learn a new topic. So sit back, listen, and take your notes. This lesson focuses on Filipino traits and characteristics. Every country has its differing values and stereotypes, and the Philippines is no exception. We Filipinos firmly believe that our country has the best values in the world. Although we have been colonized by several countries, many core values from our ancestors remained intact and are still honored to this day. Filipino traits and characteristics are categorized into two. These are positive traits and negative traits. Filipinos have positive traits that marks us one of the most commendable people on earth. The following good habits make the Filipinos great people and the Philippines an abundant country. Number 1. Faith in God. Families go to church and pray together because their religion is important and creates a strong bond, marking God as the center of their lives. The Philippines have different religions in different sectors of the country. Roman Catholicism is the most predominant religion, which makes up around 85% of the population of the Philippines. Filipino people attend to church regularly. People attend to church regularly and may be seen praying at any time of the day. Filipino people are religious and their strong faith in God is reflected in their daily life. Number 2. Close family ties. Family relationships are the basic building block of Philippine culture and society. Almost every Filipino is at the middle of a large circle of relatives, from grandparents, aunts and uncles, extending to cousins and godparents. Children are usually raised through co-parenthood, hence resulting to growing up supported by extended caregivers. Filipinos enjoy the feeling of having and knowing family members who are around. That results to extended family structure relationships. Filipinos believe that families should be together and help each other out in times of difficulties. A common example on how strong and closer Filipino family ties is that they make sure to have quality time together, especially after a day's work, such as eating a family meal together. Number 3. Welcoming to visitors. Filipinos are very amicable. They are usually friendly and welcoming to their visitors. In the Filipino households, all guests are welcome whether they are foreigners or not. It is within the Filipinos' heart that they are very hospitable to every visitors. Filipino people would welcome them with smiles, conversations, and food. They are very welcoming, and sometimes Filipino households would hold gatherings every special occasions, most especially during fiestas wherein there are a lot of visitors coming from different parts of the world. Number 4. Obedient and dutiful. Since time immemorial, Filipino children are taught to always respect and follow their elders. They always respect and follow what their parents and adults advise them to do. Filipino children would follow what their elders said because they have high respect to them. Number 5. Respectful. Being respectful is one of the positive traits and characteristics of the Filipinos. Filipinos are expected to show respect toward the older members of society. As a way of showing respect to people, saying mano po and opo are one of the ways of showing it. As you can see on the picture, that is an example of pagmamano. Pagmamano is an honoring gesture used to greet the elders in the Philippines. Lastly, in the Philippines, it is considered disrespectful to call an older person by their first name. Number 6. Helpful. One positive trait of the Filipinos are being helpful. Filipinos are known for helping others mostly in time of adversities, such as offering their help during calamities. And that is an example of bayanihan. Bayanihan is the spirit of communal unity, work and cooperation to achieve a particular goal. Number 7. Diligent and patient. One of the positive traits that Filipinos should be proud of is by being diligent and patient. Filipino people are diligent and patient because they desire to have a better life for their family. They work hard just for them to avoid their family from starving. The trait of being diligent and patient can be compared to the Filipino farmers who work tirelessly in the scorching heat of the sun. It takes a lot of work to work in the fields, and it takes patience to reap the fruit of their harvest. Number 8. Resourceful and creative. Filipinos have the ability to instantly create something great. They are known to find ingenious ways of using what they have in hand in order to solve their problems. Filipinos have the ability to be creative enough in providing a solution to the problem. Being creative is not an exclusive trait possessed only by Filipinos. What makes it distinct is their artistry, expressiveness, spontaneity, and humor that altogether define Filipino creativity. To that, Filipinos are proud by the distinct artistry that defines their culture. Number 9. Cheerful. Filipinos always have their reasons to smile no matter what adversities they face. Being cheerful is a common trait for Filipinos to be happy amidst the adversities that they face. Happiness, real and genuine happiness, is the essence of a life well lived. So Filipinos have been through a lot of trials, but instead of succumbing to sadness, they find joy in the things that they have. Simply, they believe that life is short to be unhappy. Number 10. Thrifty and frugal. One of the positive traits that Filipinos are known for are being thrifty and frugal. The adversities that Filipinos have faced through the years taught them to be thrifty and frugal. So according to Filipinos, being thrifty and frugal is one way of overcoming poverty and developing practicality in times of difficulties. This proves that Filipinos are wise at handling money. On the other hand, Filipinos have their own negative traits. Filipinos also have annoying and bad habits that sometimes give their country a negative reputation. However, these negative traits do not diminish the fact that Filipinos are very good people. So the following are just a few common negative Filipino traits and characteristics. Number 1. Ningas Kugon. Its literal meaning is defined as burning of kogon grass. Ningas Kugon is a Filipino idiom that describes someone who is only doing well in whatever it is that they're doing during the beginning. It means when a person shows a great enthusiasm while undertaking an endeavor only for it to fade away as time goes along. It figuratively means that the individual is unable to maintain the quality of his or her work any better than a cogon grass maintains its burns. Number 2. Mañana habit. It means mamaya na in Tagalog. And mañana habit is doing a certain tasks in a later time. And Filipinos like to put off doing things until it is too late. They tend to postpone their actions for a later time, thus reducing accomplishments. It's a dreadful habit that needs to be stopped as it hinders productivity and progress. Number 3. Crab mentality. Crab mentality is preventing someone from achieving. It also promotes an unhealthy competition. And Filipinos tend to possess this mentality, especially when they feel insecure. Number 4. Colonial mentality. Colonial mentality is a negative trait that Filipinos acquired from the days under the Spanish and the American period. Colonial mentality is a preference for all things foreign over our own. It is patronizing foreign instead of local brands, favoring foreign values over their own. As a result, Filipinos have been indoctrinated with the misconception that their culture is inferior to that of their past colonizers. Number 5. Bahala na. This is the Filipinos' own version of fatalism. It is the belief of trusting in divine providence or leaving everything to the hands of fate. So bahala na are Filipinos' way of withdrawing from certain undertaking and leaving everything to God to interfere and determine the outcome of his deeds. Number 6. Sore losers. Many times, Filipinos become very competitive and hate losing. At times, when we lose, we find a way to get even. Number 7. Lack of discipline. In the Philippines, laws are upheld in order to be followed and to achieve a harmonious community. However, some Filipino people could not discipline themselves. Pollution, traffic rules, and following the law are things Filipinos tend to ignore. Some like to sell wares on the streets, beat the red light, and throw garbage in the wrong places. Let me end my presentation with a quote from our national hero Jose Rizal that says that, "Without education and liberty, which are the soil and the son of man, no reform is possible. No measure can give the result desired." This quote sums up everything that we have discussed. As a Filipino, we must educate ourselves, especially on the Filipino traits and characteristics, because through it, people would be free from the shackles of ignorance.